Dogecoin has received massive support from Elon Musk again, and this time it's a really big one. So, in the latest support for Dogecoin, Elon Musk said that the capability of Dogecoin in terms of transactions is much higher than that of Bitcoin. He basically said, "I'm mainly supporting Doge as Doge has memes and dogs. The actual total transaction capability of Dogecoin is much higher than Bitcoin." Also, he said that since June, he has never recommended anyone to buy cryptos. He stopped talking so much about crypto after the $258 billion lawsuit that was filed against him for promoting Dogecoin. One plaintiff even tagged Dogecoin a pyramid scheme and Elon Musk a fraud. But what's striking is that he still hasn't stopped displaying his support for Dogecoin. Before we come back to Dogecoin, let's talk about some really important data for the crypto market. The blockchain analytics firm Glassnode said that the fundamental change in Bitcoin's price value is not real, but just a bull trap. So, despite its past days of price surge, Bitcoin suddenly turned its upward climb after sinking below 23K earlier this week. According to Glassnode's report on the market situation, Bitcoin's price drop is due to reduced network usage. They said that there is just a tiny inflow of new demand for the tokens, though the periods of notable capitulation events gave it a brief push. Also, the analytics firm used the case of network fees to prove its position. Usually, there should be a drastic increase as more users engage with the most influential blockchain, which is evidenced by bull markets. And so the reverse should be the case in bear markets. Also, despite today's surge, Bitcoin is down 2.30% in the last 7 days, where prices move lower in consecutive sessions. This led the 14-day RSI to move below its support point of 53, falling to a low of 50.95, but now it stands at around 55, which is really good. The good news is that it has gained a fair bit of momentum today, which took it above 24K after a long time. And we have to talk about ETH also after it rebounded on Friday. Its prices rallied above $1,700, wiping out declines from the previous 2 days of trading in the process. Right now, it stands above $1,800, which just goes to show that the market is finally stabilizing. And again, this also shows that the big altcoins generally follow Bitcoin's trajectory. Now let's talk about retail investors for a minute. There's finally some solid data that shows that they are piling into crypto despite continued regulation and price uncertainty. Data from Asari showed a change in the dynamics between whale and small accounts. Bitcoin in the largest 1% of accounts fell from 17.34 million to 17.32 million in July. On the other hand, Bitcoin in accounts with around $10,000 increased from 18.2 million to 18.4 million over the same period. A similar pattern has played out with derivatives too. The CME micro contracts, valued at 10% of the Bitcoin price and traded by retail traders, saw a large jump in open interest from 16K to 15K since the start of July. Marcus Sodiriou, analyst at digital asset brokerage Global Block, said, "Retail is buying Bitcoin at the fastest rate in history, especially U.S. retail investors, which implies this was the reason for Bitcoin's recent run of good form. And all this points to the fact that retail investors are as interested in crypto as they've ever been." Moving on, Binance's CEO said that he visited the Central African Republic to drive massive crypto adoption. He met with the president to discuss crypto education and investments in the country, raising awareness about the benefits of crypto. He also discussed the crypto regulatory frameworks in the country. And this is great news because we're now seeing crypto being adopted in countries where people didn't even used to think about an alternate means of payment. Also, Binance announced launching a prepaid crypto card in partnership with payments giant MasterCard. Binance CEO Champagne Zhao said that the product is currently in the beta phase and will come in the coming weeks. Argentina, which is currently undergoing a major economic downturn, has seen growing demand for cryptocurrencies. Thus, it seems the right time for Binance to introduce such a product in the market. Binance said that all of its customers in Argentina can get access to crypto prepaid cards. At the point of purchase, the card will instantly convert crypto to fiat. Interestingly, the Binance Crypto Prepaid Card can earn up to 8% in crypto cashback. And then Coinbase announced a partnership with BlackRock. If you don't know, BlackRock is the largest asset manager in the world, and it manages assets worth about $8 trillion. And this is bigger than it seems. Because of this partnership, the services offered by Coinbase will be available to institutional investors in BlackRock's portfolio management platform. In short, BlackRock and Coinbase will create new access points for crypto adoption by institutions, and this will drive more and more institutional investors into crypto. And this is how it'll work. BlackRock's Aladdin investment management platform will connect with Coinbase Prime when this begins. They'll provide crypto trading, custody, prime brokerage, and reporting capabilities to Aladdin's institutional client base who are also clients of Coinbase. And as I said, this is going to be a really big deal for the entire crypto community. Talking about exchanges, Revolut wants to boost its digital currency team by 20%. Across the next 6 months, it wants to expand its crypto-focused employees in the United States, the United Kingdom, and Europe. All this is very interesting to me because this is happening while we're in a bear market. While there's still a lot of fear in the market, I'm glad that there are players who can see the potential of the market. Talking about fear, these players like Revolut distinguish themselves from competitors such as Coinbase and OpenSea because the latter were forced to lay off 18% and 25% of workers recently. They obviously did it as a result of the bear market's severe impact on operations. And then there was Robinhood, which also reported a 23% cut in the workforce, following a 9% cut in April for the very same reason. But now let's come back to some really good news. There's new research shows that 39% of American investors are buying even more crypto. This survey covered 1,200 Americans over the age of 18 who at least partially manage their own finances. Research shows that right now, these investors are looking into new ways to invest and preserve their wealth as the inflation continues to rise. 41% of survey participants said they invest more in stocks under the effect of the market uncertainty, whereas about a third of them are investing more in both exchange-traded funds and index funds. Also, another survey studied the effect of crypto mentions in dating app profiles. This one's probably my favorite. According to this survey, crypto investors on dating apps were perceived as more attractive and intelligent than non-investors in the space. And then there was another study on the current state of NFT adoption, which found that more than 30% of crypto enthusiasts have stated that they would never purchase non-fungible tokens. And all this points to the fact that crypto's dominance and popularity in the financial sector are rising every day. Moving on, Tribariate's CEO and founder said that he believes the CPI figures will continue to stay high. He said he did not see anything from the Fed that pointed to pigeon intent. And then Chris Toomey of Morgan Stanley also announced that inflation had not peaked yet. He also pointed to the state of global GDP as a cause for concern. According to him, this inflation is now seen as structural rather than temporary. The rise in inflation can have a severe effect on the crypto price. In June, the Fed increased interest rates by 75 basis points, which led to a crypto bloodbath. And if it continues to rise, so will the interest rates, which could lead to an even bigger bloodbath soon. So we need to keep our eyes open for this. Also, Charles Schwab, a wealth manager with $6.83 trillion of client funds under management, is finally entering crypto. Think about it. If crypto is about to die like everyone is saying, why would an institutional investor like Charles Schwab do something like this? He has trillions of dollars of clients' funds under management, and he obviously has access to the kind of data and analysts that a normal retail investor wouldn't. And so if he's dipping his toes into crypto, this makes me very excited about where we're heading. Coming back to Dogecoin, it currently stands at around 7 cents and gained some momentum today. Also, even at this price, the majority of the holders are in profit. Another important thing that we're seeing is the rising 30-day price correlation with Bitcoin, which currently stands at 0.92. Overall, I'm not too concerned about the market because both the retail investors and institutional investors are making big moves in the crypto world. And so I think it's just a matter of time before we just another short rally for the crypto market. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you gained a lot from it. If you did, please don't forget to press the like button and share this video with your friends and family.